since I'm wearing my Blue Jays hat and my old 1993 World Series Blue Jay jersey, que no me sirve ya, because I'm old. Doesn't even fit me. Maybe if I lost 100 pounds, it'll fit definitely. But that's another journey. Now, MLB, preseason started. I know a lot of people were tuning in because it's Soto's debut as a Met, and he did what he did for the Yankees on his debut in the first preseason game. He hit the ball over the fence, bro. Now, he's not known for hitting 40, 50 home runs, but the dude is very patient and swings at strikes. And he hit his first home run as a Met yesterday. And that was nice to see, man. It was almost like I was there. I should head to those preseason games, man. Gotta make a little drive over there. Now, the Dodgers, Bobby Miller, he was the gentleman yesterday or the day before, because they played the Cubs. And when he pitched, the hitter hit a line drive that unfortunately hit his head. They said that he is feeling better. He has a bit of a headache at the moment, but he's doing very good. And they're keeping him in the concussion protocol and stuff like that. Apparently, that line drive was a little bit over 105 miles per hour. And I'm glad that he's okay, man, because, man, that's the most scariest part of baseball besides getting hit by a 95 mile per hour, fastball yourself, at bat. But this dude, the pitchers, I think they need to, they were testing out some like helmet, kind of hats and stuff like that. But I think what they should do inside the hats is just put that little padding, just to give it a, to keep it the same way and not to be so heavy on, when you're wearing it. But the padding should be like inside the hat. Kind of like how football helmets, NFL tackle football helmets are. You know what I'm saying? That's just my idea. They probably have been working on that for a long time. Besides, calling strikes and balls and instant replays and stuff like, that MLB is doing. Yesterday, my guy from the Cincinnati Reds, Ellie De La Cruz, hit 2 home runs, and in style too. Like he hit one lefty when it was his first at bat in the first inning, and then I forget when he hit the second one, but he was batting righty and he hit it over the fence. The 2 home runs, one from each side of the plate. I told you, man, that 30-30 looks very promising, my G. He doesn't look like he beefed up and he doesn't look like he's more muscular. He looks the same, but he's probably getting in more swings. Like Jose Rodriguez, 2,000 swings a day. All right. Now for our Blue Jays, they were playing the Yankees, and we beat them in the preseason. I know, the Yankee fans don't really care. They're just out there because they're supportive, But I'm gonna give props to our Blue Jay. I think he's he's a second baseman. He hit his first home run as a Toronto Blue Jay, but it was in the preseason. He's a Dominicano. This is his first season, so I'm thinking he's a rookie, but it didn't say it on his profile. Or Elvis, I guess that's how you say it. Martinez, he hit a home run to right field. I was watching that game, so that was awesome to see. And then for the Yankees, 2 dudes went over the fence. Now Spencer Jones is a center fielder, 6'6". Actually, last year when I was at spring training and I seen him practice, the dude looks like a monster. He's a lefty batter, outfielder. He's huge. Like, give this guy some burn, man. He might hit 30 home runs. 30 to 35 home runs easily. Spencer Jones hit his home run in preseason, and so did Alexander Vargas, which is a switch-hitting shortstop, rookie season. And Spencer Jones, I guess this would be considered his rookie year, because last year he didn't make the starting rotation, but he wasn't on the starting lineups or anything like that. He wasn't on the bench, so he was in the minor leagues, and both of these guys went deep, son. Then the Pirates had Matthew Gorski. He's a center fielder. He hit 2 home runs yesterday in preseason. Pretty impressive. Y después the Brewers, Vinny Capra. Vinny, my J from third base, hit 2 home runs as well. So big salute to those guys. And the preseason is going. The tickets for the Rays apparently are very expensive at this moment, so I can't go to the game right now. But I am gonna try to see if I can go to a game at the Steinbrenner Field to watch the Rays play. Hopefully Detroit in July. So that's my take today on MLB. Appreciate y'all for that. And, it's a gentleman's game. You know what I'm saying? And let's go on to my next segment. So, guys, usually I talk about tackle football in this segment here, but right now I want to give out some props, man. So, first, we have a very amazing athlete that is a collegiate gymnast for LSU. She has a big, huge social media following, and it has helped her get an NIL deal, and she is doing amazing. So besides what she does as a gymnast, just getting first place and everything that they do, to win over there. Levy Doon, hopefully I'm pronouncing her name right, a 22-year-old LSU outstanding gymnast. Basically, on ESPN, you'll see a little video of her talking about how this NIL is a blessing, and she didn't know how to, work this. She didn't know how to do it. Like, how do you get this NIL thing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So she's talked to her mom and her sisters and some other family, and then they got an agent, and then they started the process. So ESPN's writer, DeRay Main, she wrote this column saying that with her social media following, she has been able to get some deals for NIL purposes. I guess that's how they say it. I'm not sure. But the good thing about Miss Doon is that she's not just doing this for herself. She's like hooking it up for her teammates too. Like there was a deal or two. They didn't go. I didn't read into too many details on it, but she's basically saying, like, if I get this NIL deal with you, then I want to include for some other people to get some love too, because these athletes in that realm, in that field, it's not like the college football, college basketball, where there's boosters and stuff like that. So she is using some of that money and distributing it with her teammates, man. That's amazing, man. I want to give her a salute. Right now, she is one of the highest women athletes in college sports that have made the most in NIL, and she is valued at 4.1 million. Millones. You know what I mean? She's the most followed social media women's sport athlete right now for NCAA, and she uses this platform to promote herself and LSU Tigers. So that's pretty cool, man. Big salute to you. I wish you all the success, and especially you might take this to the Olympics. You know what I mean? Like, good luck with everything. Levy, if I'm pronouncing your name right. If I'm not, I'm very, very sorry. I apologize. I'm the worst. I don't know how to pronounce anything. I was born in America, but no sé hablar. And then my second props, my G, is to World Cup skating race winner. She has completed 100 World Cup race wins, and the Associated Press on ESPN did a column about her. Michaela Schifrin. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I want to give her props because that's a hell of a sport to win 100 first place races, man. Like, I don't watch it. I don't know the rules. I mean, I'm not sure how many events she actually participates in. But for that article to be there on ESPN, it just stood out to me, and I wanted to give my salute to her. She's doing an amazing job over there, her and her team. I mean, they even mentioned like some other people that have gotten like second place consecutively because she gets first, and there's other people that are doing amazing in that top five in that realm of skating. So I don't know nothing about it, but when I see people doing amazing things like this, hey man, congratulations to you, your family, your team, your everybody that's involved in that there for you. And that's going to be my second segment, which is just some props. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go into NBA and college basketball because the Knicks are playing right nizzle. All right, guys. So before I get to the Knicks, first of all, I would like to say all my prayers out to head coach Greg Popovich. Of course, he is one of the greatest NBA head coaches in the history of the game. He is 76 years old, which makes him, he broke this record several years back, but he is the oldest head coach in NBA history. He's been coaching the Spurs since 96-97 season. He has 1,390 regular season wins plus 170 postseason wins. And, you know, the majority of those wins came when he was dominating and winning championships with Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and my guy Parker. But, 5 NBA championships. Just the resume is top of the line, and he may not return. So unfortunately, in November he's kind of suffered a mild stroke, and he's been dealing with that ever since. And he is thinking of, like, you know what? Even though Wemby needs his guidance to be a superstar and know how to play the game right and just be the next dominant force and win some championships with the Spurs, he might, call it quits. But I think a person like him, just doesn't leave the game and says, hey, peace, I can't do it no more. I believe that he will be still involved with the Spurs some way, somehow, behind the scenes, because, that knowledge of the game is priceless, man. So, all my prayers out to Greg Popovich, coach. Hope everything is working well for you right now with your health, and see you out there as a head coach pretty soon. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about, man, March Madness is around the corner. March 16th, we will know exactly who makes the playoff bracket. It's that part of the year where everybody starts to put that bet in. Unfortunately, yesterday, BYU, who basically was able to defeat number 19 ranked University of Arizona Wildcats, they upset them. It was a hard, fought battle between both of the teams. I mean, they got heated during the game. They got heated after the game. So that's not, that's not a good look, of course, for these athletes, man. You got to take your loss, and say tomorrow I'm going to win, But apparently there was some bad calls that went BYU's way, and then the University of Arizona had to apologize for the chants and explicit verbiage that the fans portrayed and said to the BYU students. I mean, not students, but like the basketball team and stuff. Unacceptable. I think that the University of Arizona is probably going to look into kind of trying to make sure that whoever attends these games are at their best behavior. And BYU apparently is like a very religious school, Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints kind of thing. So, my G, it doesn't belong in sports. It doesn't belong in your life. We got to stop that, man. We got to have love for everybody. If we lose, we lose. We win, we win. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody got to lose. It's not, you can have a time. That's not too bad. But normally that doesn't happen in basketball where there's a tie. Just, overtime. And then one kid from Oklahoma basketball team, his name is Duke Miles. I've seen the replay. I feel really bad for him. I hope he's doing okay. But he lost some teeth. He dove for the ball, it was like past half court. He dove for the ball, and his face hit the court really hard, and he was out on the floor. The other team grabbed the ball, went down, scored, and then they had to stop the game. And the medic team came out right away. They found like 3 teeth on the court, man. So I hope he's doing okay, man. That's a great hustle by G. You know what I'm saying? Keep at it, of course. I love to see stuff like that. It's just unfortunate with what happened to you and your accident right there. But you'll be out there pretty soon. Hopefully, Oklahoma is eligible to make that March Madness. So that's my take on the NBA and college basketball today. Hands Down Sports is here, and like always, my J at Down Mark 8.
Hands down shit, you know what I mean?